everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a second update on the main destination food plot. If any of you missed the first update, I'm going to leave it in the link above on this video so you guys can click on that and kind of get up to date. So let's get to it. All right, so we're over here looking at the corn, and just a quick recap of the growing conditions. The first 2 weeks when this was planted, optimal growing conditions. I mean, we had intermittent rains, it was really warm, everything germinated really fast. And then since my last update, it was like someone turned off the spigot. We had no rain, super dry, and it always seemed like any rain that came in the area was going around us. So I was getting a little worried. Then probably about a week ago, we had a nice little half-inch rain, and then a couple days ago ended up getting 2 inches of rain. So everything really bounced back well after that. And as you can see, even though it's planted really close, it's looking really good. It's about, I don't know, probably close to knee high right now. So June 22nd, it's on, you know, on pace for what it should be. And I'm kind of getting down in the center of the plot now, in the thick of everything. And this was a different size corn seed, a different bag, and it seemed to space itself out a little bit better, even though it was with the soybean plates. So it's looking pretty solid. This is going to be some of the corn that I think is going to do okay. I'm hoping it's going to do okay, so at least I have some corn. But we'll see what happens with that, and then I'll show you the last, I think, 8 rows where I used a different bag and it just went crazy. It was dumping so much corn. And that's this right here. You can just tell it dumped just a ton of corn. I mean, probably in another 3 weeks this stuff's going to be so bunched together, it's going to be real tight in there. So something I'm going to keep you guys updated on, and we'll see what happens. Real quick, and I just want to mention something. So this is probably my 6th or 7th year doing the food plots, and my first 3 years didn't really see a big difference as far as, you know, attracting a lot of deer. But after them deer started getting accustomed that this food was here year after year after year, now I'm getting to the point where you know, a property that only used to hold that 15 to 25 deer is now holding a lot more deer, and holding more deer through the summertime and into the fall. But then even the late season, now that the food's up, even deer that I don't get on camera end up visiting this area later in the season because they know the food's here. So that could be a big contributing factor to why I'm having some issues now, you know, keeping the food going and everything. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to share that with everybody. All right, now we're in the middle of the soybeans, which is very sad to say the least. The deer have just absolutely decimated this 3/4 of an acre of soybeans. And part of the reason why is probably it germinated great, came up in that first 2 weeks, and then just with no rain, it just kind of stayed in that 3 to 4 inch range, and the deer, you know, basically had their way with it. This is actually some of the better looking stuff, if you want to call it that. But I mean, it's really bad. I'll show you a couple spots where they just nipped it, you know, right down to nothing. And you know, this was my first year with that 2-row planter. I used to broadcast all my soybean seed, and so I think I was broadcasting more seed, and being that it was broadcasted, I think the deer would nip it off here and there, but it just seems like they're going down every single row and just, you know, just working their way down and taking everything out. So it's kind of a bummer. I might give it, well, I'm gonna have to give it till about August. If it ends up not doing much, I'll probably just come in here and disc it all back up, and then probably gonna plant, you know, Real World has that Deadly Dozen I really like, probably put that in this 3/4. So yeah, kind of a bummer, but you know, what are you gonna do? It's only 3/4 of an acre. take you over here real quick to that corn and soybeans I planted every other row, and we'll check that out. So here is the test plot that I have, where I took that 30-inch planter and I did intermittent rows of corn and soybeans. So here's a pretty good look at how it's coming up. It's looking pretty good. I don't know if you can tell, you know, with the camera here, but it's going to get shaded out pretty quick, I think. And if the soybeans were doing better, maybe they'd have a little bit of a chance, but I think they'll look like they're doing good, but might not put on, you know, as many pods or any pods, if at all. Here's a little bit better look down here, some of the better stuff. Some of the stuff the deer hasn't got to yet, you know, all the way down. So and I think I forgot to mention, I was in here about 2 weeks ago, sprayed everything, and then hit everything really good with urea, and I think I even did the soybeans with some 624, a couple bags of that. So everything's fertilized really well, and then we had them rains come in. So the corn's looking very good for how close it was planted, and you know, just overall how dry it's been. The soybeans, you know, I can see I'm going to have to replant these. It's going to be the first time I ever had to do that, but it is what it is. I'm going to get some new stuff in here, and hopefully it turns out good. So I will be doing another video update, probably going to wait till the corn starts to tassel, and then I'll be back in here doing another update. Do some fall food plots. We'll do some videos then. So you know, if you guys want to follow along and see how the corn fares with it being planted as close as it's been, and kind of watch the progress of the corn and soybean mix, you know, please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be kind of doing videos like this all through the year, and then obviously all the good hunting stuff. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video.